Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Talitha Kume, and we are not live tonight because we are preparing for an awesome show this weekend. But welcome to Wednesday night special, The Review, episode 3, I believe it is. Episode 3, I think. So we just started in March, you guys. So we are reviewing movies, great or not so great food places, and just a random topic that we're picking about what is going on in the world. And so today we actually watched a couple of movies, so I'm not sure if the movie that I wanted to watch that I picked, like last week Bobby picked The Menu, right? This week I had picked a movie, and then there was another movie that he picked that we watched, and I didn't really want to I didn't want to highlight it or give it any play. So I don't know if you still want to talk about it. I don't know, Bob. Do you want to talk about the movie a little bit? I kind of want to talk about that other movie only because it's talking about some of the stuff that we're talking about this weekend. But I don't really want to say the name of the movie or anything. Cause I don't want to recommend it like at all. Like I don't want people to watch it.
I don't remember what the hell it was called.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys. So let's talk about this then. Let's talk about this, and then we'll come back with our movie review next weekend. So I just want to talk about the past, the marriage past, something like that. I don't know what it's called anyway. But I want to talk about Tubi movies, y'all. So we're looking for, movies on Tubi to watch, different things like that, because they're independent, and we really want to support independent filmmakers and everything. Hey, you are loud in the middle of us recording. Get down. If you don't go over there and get on the seat. Have a seat. Looking over there. Anyway, so we want to talk about Tubi. Well, you looking at the camera crazy, Bob. So we want to talk about how we've been trying to find these movies on Prime, Tubi, BET, all these other kind of streaming networks. And it is hard to find movies with a good subject matter, and good storyline. Like, it's been very difficult. A lot of the movies that we've been seeing, the storyline is always the same. A lot of storylines, y'all. We can't even name how many are just talking about homewreckers. So it's about cheating. Who's cheating? Who's secret man? Who's secret boo? Who's secret this? Who's secret this? And it's not only the men cheating like it typically has been back in the day. You show the man cheating, walking around on the woman or stepping out on the woman. And now it's the women stepping out on the men, but with their homegirls or with other women. So it's just crazy. I don't like the direction that some of these movies are going. So what do you think about that? You look so sleepy.
Yeah, I think the direction is trash. I believe that they're overdoing it. They're making us normal dudes feel that every woman is doing this.
Yeah.
And it's a silly narrative to push, man. It might be working. They might be. Oh, I forgot I had this thing on. Where's it at? Oh, Lord. They might be actively making it happen. It might be working.
You think they're manifesting it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that it is. Like, I feel like there are people who are making stories, and I get it. Like, I appreciate true story movies. I really, really I like true story movies and seeing the outcome of what happens in the true story just by kind of telling the story. I don't appreciate a lot of the movies that are saying that it's our narrative, but it's not really our narrative. It's like maybe a 1% of whoever's narrative. You know what I'm saying?
He's telling these stories. Whose stories are these?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that these are everybody's story, but every other movie you see something like that, a cheating scandal or something like that. And I don't feel like writers are opening up themselves to really write about other things, other subject matters, other than who's cheating on who and who's stealing whoever's husband, or who's holding a gun, or who's dealing drugs. It's it's just not enough movies to me, you know. And I'm talking about in our Black communities. I'm not talking about any other communities. And I remember having a conversation with a couple of writers and directors that was on our podcast before, talking about that, trying to get outside of their lines and talk about stories that may not be maybe familiar to them, but taking a chance on writing stories that just have a different narrative. And so as we bring you guys these movies, we just want to really try and find some interesting movies. So if you guys have any in mind, or if you can think of some movies that you've seen that are really, really good, that just have a different storyline, shout them out. You know, comment in the feed as you watch this or watch the playback, and let us know some movies we should be checking out. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what I say. We tried to watch a movie yesterday. I think it was the true story, the abduction of Carlina White, I think, with Keke Palmer and Ingenue Ellis, which is Ingenue is like one of my favorite actresses out now.
Mm-hmm.
And we just, you know, I wanted to talk about it, but it's kind of like, it was okay. It was an okay movie. It was back in 2000 and something, so it wasn't recent at all. And it was about the true story of Carlina White being abducted by a lady and being raised as her daughter when she really was not her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to kind of talk about the space, because it was a good movie, and like we said, it was a different narrative because it was a true story. But I appreciated the acting in the movie, and I appreciated how Keke Palmer really tried to show how difficult it was for her to accept her real family. Because you got to think about it, she was raised as someone else completely different, not knowing anything but her mom. And I cannot hear.
Watch out, buddy. It's okay. Yeah.
Not knowing anything but her mom and her mom's family, to have to then go back to her real family, sisters and brothers, and pretend like, you know, everything is all good, or she's wanting to be in their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a difficult sell for anybody, I think.
Yeah, it was almost as difficult to sell as watching. The only people that aged in the movie was Carlina White's parents. It was hella weird that they pretty much kept everybody the same, and they went from a little girl who was horrible, who was not horrible.
She wasn't.
But she's not the greatest actress,
Mm-hmm.
to
Sherry
Shepherd. In like just a few years. I was like, dang, man, she went from 16 to Sherry Shepherd in just a few years.
It was weird.
It was a bad call, but outside of that, I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, it was decent.
It was a real decent Lifetime movie.
Yeah. And I believe it came out on Lifetime first, and
Yeah.
then we ended up getting a chance to see it on Prime or Tubi or something. I forgot over there. So we won't say that Tubi doesn't have good movies. It does. It's just that, you know, we want to really start trying to engage in some movies that are really, really good, that tell a really good story without having to have all the cheating in it and, you know, all the other kind of stuff or whatever. Or the crazy ex-stalker or something like
Or
that.
just
You know?
sex, period. Like,
Yeah.
why can't it just be regular good shows?
Right.
'Cause I purposely find good shows that just don't have it.
Yeah, because I believe that's another challenge to writers and directors that are doing independence, that we don't really have to have. We talked about this before too. We don't have to have sex scenes in every single movie, and they don't have to be so graphic, because sometimes it turns you off from watching the rest of the movie because it's just so in your face. And you know, and we can always insinuate that someone is going to have sex or what have you. There's a lot of movies that are able to do this really cleverly. And so I think that, you know, not everybody wants to see, you know, titties and butt and all that. I mean, we just don't. It doesn't drive the movie for a lot of people who are watching shows. That's what I think.
Right.
And so we want to talk about that, y'all. So out of if we're gonna rate the Carlina White movie or the Carlina White story, I would say out of 5, I would give it a 4, just because I like Ingenue.
I'll give it a 3.
Bobby said he would give it a 3. He's trying his best, y'all. So we're gonna move through it really quickly. And then the other movie, it was a really good storyline, but it was a really interesting storyline, but just because of the graphic and the nudity and everything in it, I would have to give it a 1. And like I said, I don't even remember the name of it, and I'm not gonna recommend it, so we're not gonna talk about it.
What was it about?
It was about the hall pass thing, or the whatever it was.
They started creeping with her boss.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever it was.
Yeah, it was booty mix.
And so,
I'd probably give it like a 1, maybe.
Yeah, we both give it the same thing. And then also, I want to talk about our favorite restaurant, and we have not talked about this restaurant ever. I don't think on the radio or even on here. We like Pizza Rock. I need you to wake up.
I was
Your eyes
fixing
are
to
super
bring up.
red.
That's because I'm tired. I was going to bring up Pizza Rock.
Pizza Rock, y'all.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So Pizza Rock, we found Pizza Rock. I want to say the very first time we went, I want to say that you, I, and Kasha went. Our friend PR Kasha Brand.
Mm-hmm.
We went there and we ate, and then we were trying to remember the name of it or something, because we were doing something else, and then we couldn't remember the name of it, or we went and we enjoyed it so much, and then when I went back to work the next day or week or something like that or whatever, then we started going to the same place. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, this is my jam. And so at my job, we frequent Pizza Rock a lot. That is our hangout spot, y'all. And I want to say that's one place that if you come to Las Vegas and you're near the Fremont area, or you're not even near the Fremont area, you need to visit Pizza Rock. It is the dopest spot for pizza. They make all kinds of pizzas, every kind of pizza you could think of. Some of my coworkers have gotten pineapple on their pizza, which is, I'm like, who eats pineapple on their pizza? But they seem to like it. So we've been going there. We probably, I would say, we maybe once every couple of months we're at Pizza Rock.
They go once a month.
No, once every couple of
Hiring
months.
somebody Pizza Rock. When hiring somebody Pizza Rock.
No.
Whenever they're
happy about something, Pizza Rock.
when
Promotion,
intern Pizza Rock.
Pizza Rock. Yeah. So we are, you guys, and the one thing I like about it is that Bobby and I always say that sometimes when you go to different restaurants, there's no consistency. So like, we'll go to a restaurant, we'll be really excited about it or like it, or even just a place in general, and after the 3rd or 4th time, we're like, dang, then it fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza Rock has not been that. I think that every time we have gone, and it's been consistently good, consistently the same. Whoever's in the kitchen, they're making the pizza that we like the same.
Yeah,
every time.
Really good.
And so for pizza,
I think I had one. I'm sorry, real quick. They changed the cheese on us once.
mm-hmm.
The mozzarella once.
Maybe.
But
And it might have been because I ordered something wrong, or maybe.
It's gonna make it a little looser, a little weaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
But out of 5 forks for Pizza Rock, what'd you give?
You go with that cheese. Still fire.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a 5 too, because Pizza Rock is the bomb. So anytime you're out here, Pizza Rock, your place for good pizza, y'all. And so last but not least, we are gonna talk about all of these doggone plane crashes. What in the hell is going on?
What are you talking about?
I don't understand. And see, Bobby doesn't even know. And how can we talk about a topic that Bobby doesn't know about? There have been so many plane crashes going on since the first of the year. It is ridiculous. And they're trying to blame Trump about, they finna be, whatever goes wrong, if you step on a nail, we gonna blame Trump. Everybody's blaming this man for every doggone thing. And so they're saying that because, I guess, layoffs or something like that or whatever with within the airline industry, that aircrafts are just kind of trying to figure it out. I don't know if they got the subs flying the planes or what. I don't know what's going on, but there's been so many plane crashes, Bobby. Like, I'm afraid to fly, just kind of hearing about a lot of the plane crashes now. It's crazy, like planes catching on fire before, planes having severe mechanical issues, different things like that. It's been crazy. And you haven't heard about none of it.
I'm not on Facebook.
How can we talk about it if you haven't heard about it? So you guys, what do you guys think? Tell us what you think about the plane crashes and what could be the issues. Like, I don't know, but I know back in the day, whenever I used to be in the airport, I would be so afraid. Like, I fly a lot, but I'm always afraid to fly still. And so whenever there would be a delay and we would find out it was like maybe mechanical issues or something like that, I would pray really hard. Like, okay, God, are you trying to tell me not to get on this plane? Because I don't play around when it comes to stuff like that. I don't. I really, really don't. Sometimes that's a sign. Like, if none of you guys have seen Final Destination, Final Destination is serious. It's a serious movie. Don't watch it before you fly. But if you've ever seen it, or you want to go check it out, sometimes you gotta go with your first mind. Or, you know what? Delay 3 or 4 hours. Maybe I might change my flight, and if they give me the option, hey, come back tomorrow or whatever, I'm coming back tomorrow. I've done that a couple times when I'm like, Bobby, come pick me up. I'm just gonna go another day. I really have. And so my prayers are with all of those who have had family members or friends or anything like that who have been involved in any of these plane crashes or any of these issues that have been on the ground, y'all. We're gonna get out of here because Bobby is falling asleep.
No, I was looking at something.
In the middle of our
I was looking at
podcast.
something. I wasn't falling asleep.
Yeah, your eyes have been like this
No.
the whole entire time I've been
Just
talking.
rambling about stuff. No,
I'm rambling because that was the topic that I chose, and you don't know nothing about it. So I don't know what else to talk about. What else do you want to talk about? That's why I'm rambling, because it doesn't make no sense for us to look at the camera and just sit here and watch our eyes closed. Y'all don't want to see that, do y'all? Okay, that's what I thought. So anyway, you have any parting words before you fall asleep?
Thank y'all for tuning in.
We'll see you guys next week. Make sure that Bobby gets his name. If you don't stop walking off in the middle of this damn podcast, see y'all later.